Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to my basement. So I've been thinking, I'm kind of on an eBay hot streak right now. I'm trying to sell as much stuff as I can to help get prepared for just life. And I like flipping stuff. I like watching things sell. And I realized that I've been holding on to a lot of things and moving with them over the years that there's no need to. I'm a very sentimental person by nature, very nostalgic, very melancholy. So I like to have things to look back on from when I was younger, and it brings me a lot of joy. But I realize a lot of these things I haven't looked at in 20 plus years. So what I'm talking about specifically are comic book cards. I used to collect those when I was a teenager and a young adult, for lack of a better term, which sounds super adult to say young adult. And so I collected a lot of like Marvel Masterpiece from 1992, 93, Ninja Turtles cards, whatnot, and I've kept them all. A lot of them I actually got signed. I went to a comic book convention in Michigan in the mid 90s with my friend, John Uckleberry, and shout out John. And we met some of the artists and got them signed. One of the artists is Joe Jusko, and the other artist is Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan, not as well known. Joe Jusko is still doing work to this day, and he does amazing work. So here's I want to show you guys what I'm going to be selling. And rather than take photos, I'm just going to scan them in. My scanner is really high res, and it does an amazing job. It actually creates a little drop shadow so that you can see if there's any bends in the paper, and it will show any wrinkles, any badness. So I'm gonna take a photo. I can put like 10 in the sheet, the thing at once, take a photo, turn them over, take a photo, then I can import those into Photoshop, and I might record my screen doing that, and then it will automatically crop and straighten and export each image as its own image. It's pretty crazy. So here's a kind of an overview of what I'm gonna be selling. So forgive the bad lighting here. I'm gonna try to bump this up in Adobe Premiere, but I've got a few. Here's one of the signed ones. This is Thunderstrike. This was someone in the 90s got Thor's power, Immortal, and he got the name Thunderstrike. And I remember reading this comic book as a kid and just being amazed. Thor was the first comic book that I ever bought. I bought it at like a little tiny Blockbuster in my hometown of Byron, Michigan. And here are some other by the same artist. Now none of these other ones are signed. I'm trying to be very careful not to scrape these. I just bought a bunch of sleeves on Amazon that I'm going to be putting these in to protect them. And I can't upload these all at once to eBay, or I'd run out of listings. I have a specific amount of listings I can do per month. So I got to be sure that I upload these in maybe sets of 10 or 12. And if they don't sell, take down the ones that don't sell. One of my friends in Michigan runs an auction house, so I'll probably send these off to auction. Now, these are Marvel Masterpiece, besides a few, like the Thunderstrike is Series 2. These are all original Marvel Masterpiece cards, which were amazing at the time and are actually gaining value. But if you look over here, I've got a bunch of, and you can see how old this thing has been through so many moves. I have just got a ton of comic book cards, and I know that in here, I've got some signed Joe Jusko cards that I need to go through and grab, because those are going to be the most valuable ones out of this whole set. Let me take like a pile of these out here. So you can see I've just got a ton, some foils, some non-foils, and I'm thinking, like I got the Spawn card, and I'm thinking about just sending these all off to auction, because I don't have the time or the patience to list them all individually, and I don't really think that it would be worth the investment, the time investment. But there might be a collector out there who's willing to pay. Look at this picture of Psylocke and Archangel. It's classic. I remember this card like it was yesterday. I was really big into Rogue back in the day. Anything Rogue related. Had a mad crush on her, as did everyone in the comic book world. So anyway, I'm going to go through these and look for the Joe Jusko signed ones, because I know they're in here somewhere. And then I've also got this box, and I haven't been touching these cards, but I haven't been keeping them in the best condition either. Some Phantom Menace, Star Wars cards, basically anything I could get my hands on, I collected. And let's see, what's this? This is a DC Wonder Woman foil Might be a good idea to sell that now, actually. Gotta see what condition it's in. The case is in horrible condition, but the card might be in good condition. Then I've got the Star Wars Use the Force Luke card, which I don't think is actually worth very much, but that was when I checked 10 years ago. So a Megadeth sticker, I don't need that. So anyway, I'm gonna go through all of these, and I'll be sure to share with you guys if I come across any really valuable cards, and I'll be sure to show you, you know, what I've decided to list and when. This is really cool. So I used to work at Starbucks back before we had apps to buy Starbucks stuff. They had the cards, right? And this was a special edition John Lennon Starbucks card, unused, unfilled. So I think I'm definitely gonna post this and see what I can get for that. I think they're going for about 20 bucks right now. Super rare, super rare. And I've got these Harry Potter stamps from when the books first came out. I'm gonna sell those as well and see how those do. So a lot of sorting here. This is gonna take a lot of time to get set and organized. This, so when I would go to church on Wednesday and Sunday nights, I would sit in the pew and I would draw, and I would draw on the collection envelopes. And you can see here, this is like a weird flame guy. And then on the front here, I don't know who this is. It's kind of a classic pose. Oh, Spider Guthrie? Spider Guthrie? And then open carefully with the weird demon. Spider Guthrie. I wouldn't have written Guthrie if it didn't mean something. So I wonder if that's an old, like, last name of a real life comic book character. Anywho, I'm gonna go through these. I'll be sure to follow. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Check this out. Captain America signed. Gambit signed by Joe Jusko. These are gonna go for a lot. I know that already. All right. I'll make this a part of a series of videos where I like show the progression of selling these comic book cards and what they go for. And yeah, so excited to show you guys, excited for the results. Kind of melancholy right now going through these. I'm 40, which is insane to say. I collected these when I was between 14 and 17, so 25 years ago, which is just absolutely insane to say. Ooh, getting old is weird, man. I'm glad. I liked growing up. I like who I am. I like my life. I like my career. I'm grateful for so much in my life. I'm grateful to God. It's been a rough year, to be honest. My brother passed away tragically in a car accident and left behind a son who hadn't even been born yet. And so I don't take anything for granted, which I think has been the blessing now, is that every moment on this earth I'm grateful for, and I try to really take advantage of to the utmost. So got a little sappy, but it is what it is. Thanks, guys.